Tonight's contest features the Tigers of Campbellsville University and the Bears of the University of Pikeville. At this time, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the Tigers of Campbellsville, a 6'6" sophomore from Lexington, Kentucky, number 0, Jace Wallace. A 6'9" junior from Pickerington, Ohio, number 1, Ross Ryan. A 6'1" sophomore from Lexington, Kentucky, number 2, Keyston Brown. A 6'6" junior from Beacon, New York, number 15, Malachi D'Souza. And a 6'3" junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 22, Sam Winey. The Tigers are coached by Brent Verna. You just tell me when to start. Go ahead. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your University of Pikeville Bears. A 6'2" sophomore from Sandy Hook, Kentucky, number 2, Corbin Spencer. A 6'9" junior from Clemens, North Carolina, number 4, Jacob Brown. A 6'2" junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 21, Kenyon Dooley. A 6'2" junior from Fairmont, West Virginia, number 23, Tavon Horton. And a 6'7" sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, number 50, Maurice Dixon. The Bears are coached by Ty Compton.
Well, Coach, we're ready to play some basketball here. The Bears are very balanced attack. They got 7 players averaging at least 7 points per ball game. 4 of those guys averaging almost double figures. Been sharing the basketball a little bit more of late, and I know Coach Compton and his staff are doing a wonderful job. A very adverse situation here in January. 3 games every single week. Not many days to practice either, Coach.
Yeah, really not. And, some conferences, for example, the Big East Conference will not let teams play more than 3 games 2 weeks in a row. And we did that for a whole month. So you can tell what kind of toll that's going to take on your body and take on your preparation. They just didn't have time to practice. I think every other day was a day off or a prep day, and then you played. So hats off to the guys for maintaining, coming in here and on a little bit of a high note after Bethel, so hopefully they'll continue that on tonight.
Also earning a home game here during the Mid-South Conference tournament as well.
Absolutely.
So it'll be Brown and Ryan jumping in the center circle of the jump ball here. The officials step in. You said this is a veteran crew.
Great crew for a Tuesday night opening round game. You can't ask for much better.
The ball is going to be controlled by Maurice Dixon. Go over to Corbin Spencer, and we're playing basketball here in the Mid-South Conference tournament. Spencer being guarded by Brown up top, over to Jacob Brown, being guarded by Ryan. Over to Dooling. He'll cut. Nice flash by Jacob Brown. Nice looking play. Bears lead this one 2-0.
Great job. And Coach Compton kind of gave me a little bit of a hint. He was going to try to get JB started on the first play, and sure enough, there he is.
Brown got the basketball at the top of the Tigers. Gets over to Whining. Being guarded by Dooling. Over to Ross Ryan, on the cut. Back over to Kinston Brown. We talked about his dad, Daniel Brown, who played at Berea.
Yeah, Daniel's a great friend, a great player, and his son is following in his footsteps.
Ryan shots up, rattles around, comes off. Horton climbs the elevator.
Yeah, I think we'll take that settled shot for Campbellsville most of the night. Ross is a really, really good player, but that certainly plays in our advantage there.
Dixon rises up, 3-point shot, rattles around, comes up, and D'Souza with a rebound for the Tigers. They're going to push into the corner, back to Whining, over to D'Souza, being guarded by Dixon.
Both teams out in their man-to-man defense tonight.
Brown back over to, not sure who that is. That's Wallace being guarded by Spencer. Spins, high off the glass, goes down the bucket, tied at 2.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a mismatch problem. He does a lot of things well. If you put a small on him, he's going to post you up, and put a big, he's going to take you on the outside. So great recognition there by Campbellsville and getting to the basket.
Spencer gets to the bucket, but he's going to be fouled by Whining. It'll be his team's first. He's going to send Spencer to the line, shooting 2 shots.
Yeah, it'd be good to see Corbin get off the 0 right here. He struggled a little bit from the field, so it'd be good to see him get some early success.
84% on the season from the line. Rattles around, goes in. It's always good to see a couple of shots go down from the free throw line, right, Coach?
It doesn't matter who you are, what position you play, to see that ball go through the hoop just helps.
Second shot's up, rattles, goes in. Bears lead this one 4-2. They'll get over to Brown, bring it up. He'll be guarded by Spencer, 2 guarding 2. Spencer did a nice job around the screen over the winding back to D'Souza, being guarded by Dixon. Look for Ryan on the box, 15 on the shot clock. Surveys, a double doesn't come. The shot gets all the way down to the box, 10 on the shot clock now. Nice job at Jacob Brown. Coaching staff wanted to walk, no call. Brown, turnaround jumper, it goes up, rattles around, comes off.
Great defensive possession there by the Bears, and you notice Campbellsville was trying to play through their post and cutting off of him. We did a great job of containing him in the post and led to a tough shot.
Corbin Spencer being guarded by Jade Wallace, closing on 15 on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense from the Tigers. Gets to the baseline, turns, spins, Dooling's at the basketball, rises up, holds the release from the rim. Jade Wallace got the basketball.
Yeah,
excuse me.
Yeah, got us on the deflection there on the kick out. Thought it was the right read, just deflection got us.
And the Bears are forcing the Tigers 1 and out on the Maurice Dixon rebound. Wallace with a steal attempt, unable to control it.
Yeah, great hustle.
Out of bounds.
Jace took that shot on the one end and ended up being the one to get the deflection on the other end. Good hustle by him. 24
on the shot clock. Horton will inbound the basketball from the baseline. Dixon on a cut, nothing there, over to Dooling. Good guard by Wallace.
Misunderstanding on the out of bounds play there, but
Dooling's shot doesn't go. It'll be off Kenyon Dooling, I believe. I believe we'll call a foul. That's going to be on Dooling. It'll be his first, team's first.
Yeah, he made a mistake on the out of bounds underneath play and made a good offensive recovery there. Just didn't get the basket, then committed the foul.
Brown got the basketball for Campbellsville. Over to D'Souza. Look for Whining, finds him, double screen. Over to Wallace, to Ryan. 14 on the shot clock, being guarded by Jacob Brown. No double coming, they're going to go one-on-one. A lot of contact, no call. Ross Ryan with his first bucket, we're tied at 4.
Yeah, I thought JB could have got him in charge probably right there if he'd have taken that contact and took the hit, but Ross Ryan did a good job of getting to the rim and finishing that one.
Tied at 4. Horton got the basketball in front, gets over to Corbin Spencer. Jacob Brown screen, Ryan on the switch.
We're not making the good solid pass and catch right now on every possession offensively here could really help us.
Dixon got way to the bucket. Shot doesn't go. Look at the basketball in Wallace's hands. We're closing on 16 minutes, 20 seconds going in the first half. Tied at 4. Brown with the basketball up top over to Wallace, being guarded by Horton. Horton's got the assignment on Wallace tonight. I like that matchup. Dixon.
We got fortunate there. We let the ball. That's a foul. Oh, mercy.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact at mid-court there. No call. Dixon unable to recover. It looked like he got smacked on the nose.
Yeah, sometimes it's not the calls that get you, it's the no calls that get you. And that one was one that was definitely a foul at the half-court stripe. And the official probably trying to do him a favor of giving him a layup, but he didn't capitalize on that after the contact.
Still tied at 4. Under 16 to play in the first half. Ryan being guarded by Brown up top. Over to Wallace. Steps behind the screen, doesn't draw anything. Turnover, Bears will get the basketball.
Yeah, he's not going to do that very often, and I think we baited him in a little bit to a out-of-rhythm jump shot, but he's very capable of making that shot as well.
Wallace on the season, he is 18 of 62 from three-point land, 30% free three-point shooters. He's made quite a few on the season. Over to Dooling. Ryan will switch. Brown had Brown on the cut.
Yeah, we're a little late on our recognition on they're showing really hard on the screens, and we've got those opportunities if we'll make a quick move and a quick pass, but good help by Campbellsville that created a little bit of that problem.
Nice job by Jacob Brown to finish there. He's got 4. Bears leading this one 6-4. Got a couple of subs coming in for Campbellsville, the next dead ball. D'Souza up top. We'll get it over to Whining, then guarded by Dixon now. Bears switching everything up top. Back over to Wallace, over to Brown in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Nice job, Corbin Spencer. Get the hand on the basketball, knock it out of bounds with 7 on the shot clock. Got several subs coming in.
Yeah, they'll change height right now, but they'll also increase in talent. So these 3 subs, for those 3 subs, you've got probably more fundamental players versus more talented type players. But you've got to really, really be careful right now of not letting Harding get going because he's a tremendous player.
Wallace on the backdoor cut. He'll get the basketball. We're tied to 6. You got Broughton, who will also check in along with Jarius Key for Campbellsville.
Yeah, Broughton, a transfer from EKU, a very, very good player that we've got to make sure doesn't go off on us tonight as well.
Dueling over to Brown. Back over to Dixon. He's being guarded there by Harding. Brown. Got under 10 on the shot clock. Bucks his way down. Nice pass over to Dooling. Dixon got the shot up top. 3-point. Finds the bottom of the bucket. 9-6 Bears.
That's good to see. You can kind of see Maurice a little relieved to see that ball go in. He's a very good shooter from the perimeter and gives him a little bit more energy to see that ball go through the basket.
Swing it over to Wallace. He got the basketball to Broughton. Broughton, like you said, is a talented player. Then guarded by Dixon. Here comes a screen. Back over to Wallace. 10 on the shot clock. Campbellsville are very patient on the offensive end.
They really are, and they try to get the shots they want.
Shot rattles around and comes off. Bears again limiting the Tigers to one and done.
That was Brown from deep in the corner right there. He's not a terrible shot, just didn't get it. There we go.
Back-to-back threes for the Bears, and they're up leading this one 12-6.
That's good to see. One thing we talked about is seeing that ball go through the basket, so that was good to see. Back-to-back threes.
Didn't mean to interrupt you. I'll also be glad to see how the bench is reacting too, Coach. Everybody's locked in tonight.
Yeah, I really like that. That's a big piece to culture.
Over to Wallace, being guarded by Dixon. Now we're done again, 10 on the shot clock. Over to Wallace. He can try to get to the bucket. Tries to finish, unable to do so. Wallace with offensive rebound. No shot. I think you're going to get Spencer on a hold.
Yeah, once they take one shot, you got to box them out. And good effort there by Jace to continue to follow his shot, even with a lot of contact getting in there.
Sweezy, Perry, and Malone will check in for Spencer, Dooling, and Dixon.
I think Wallace reminds me a little bit of Xavier Guana that used to play
yes,
for
sir.
us.
That's a great comparison there. And they get inside the key. Back to Brown, being guarded by Sweezy. Back over to Broughton. Wallace. That's Harding with the basketball, being guarded by Perry. Broughton shots up, finds the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah,
First 3-point bucket of the night for the Tigers is 12-9 Bears.
You can't give spot up, step into jump shots. That's a practice shot. That's what we do in practice right there. You can't give those up.
12-9 Bears. Perry's going to be running the point right now for the Bears with Spencer out of the ball game. Over to Horton. Horton to Brown. Had a couple of cuts. Malone with a nice strong cut. Brown tries to finish. He does! Jacob Brown's got 6. That'll be on Jarius Key. Be his first, team second. And Brown go line shooting one shot.
And I love our action. I think the guys are cutting hard. They're not worried about who's got it, who doesn't have it. They're maybe moving on to the next play. And that was great action off the elbow and a good fake to JB getting to the rim and getting an and-one opportunity here.
Brown will have one shot, shoot 69% on the season. Carmichael checks in for the Tigers. Bears leading this one 14-9.
If I remember right, last time we played them here, this was the team they started. This was the group they started.
So the JB's shot rattles around, comes off. Carmichael bring the basketball up for Campbellsville. Gets over to Broughton. Sweezy up top. Nice looking screen over to Carmichael. Back over to Harding. Perry will guard him.
The Bears are doing a good job on their switches on the top here. Not getting in too bad of a mismatch.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Swings it back over to Harding and gets up to the baseline. JB comes help. Shots up. I think they may get Malone on the wrist. Nope, they're going to get Brown on the body.
Did a good job of not giving him the open shot, but kind of opened the door on the drive to give the old proverbial don't give up the baseline comment from every dad in the building. But he did a great. Harding's a very good offensive player, and that was a good play by him to get to the free throw line.
78% from the free throw line. He'll have 2. Makes the first. D'Souza will return to line up for the Tigers, and Kevin Bishop will check in for the Bears, replacing Brown.
Yeah, let's see if Kevin get in there and get his motor going right away and can really be productive for us when he's in the right frame of mind and right body.
So for both teams, D'Souza is the only starter on the floor right now. Well, no, Horton's on the floor for the Bears. One starter for each team on the floor. 14-11. That was the first on Brown, the third on the team. Perry's at the basketball top, being guarded by Harding. Over to Malik Malone, being guarded by D'Souza. Bishop, being guarded by Key. Perry looking for Horton up top. Dangerous pass. Nice pass to KB. Tries to finish at the rim. Kevin Bishop's got 2.
Great job. Almost was a disaster, but turned into a really nice play on the extra pass, getting to the post. That was a great pass by Horton.
I like how Bishop attacked the rim there too, Coach.
Yep.
Over to Harding. Some screens up top. Brought the basketball over to D'Souza. Horton will switch on him. Got a key with roll, picked off. Horton's got the basketball to Malik Malone all the way to the bucket. No call. Kevin Bishop tries to finish. D'Souza's got the basketball. Nice hustle by Jordan Perry. Over to Sweezy. He's got the basketball. Back to Malik Malone. His three-point shot's up. Good! Malik Malone. The Bears have got the 19-11 lead right now.
And there's a difference. We would have quit on a couple of those plays earlier in the season and even during that stretch, and probably had opportunities to get 2 fouls there. JP kept playing, got the extra one, and Malik hit a great 3 out of that possession.
19-11. Sweezy guarding Carmichael up top. Horton over to Broughton, being guarded by Malone now. 10 on the shot clock once again for Campbellsville. Darius Love will check in for the Bears next dead ball. Harding's with the basketball up top, being guarded by Jordan Perry. His shot, can't able to get it off. At the buzzer, shot clock violation. Turnover, Bears take the basketball. I believe we have a immediate timeout. So with 10:48 to go in the first half of play, UPIKE leading this one 19-11. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to University of Pikeville Gymnasium. 10:48 to go in the first half. Bears leading this one 19-11. And Coach, you said you liked the energy of this team so far. Defensively, just forced a shot clock violation.
Yeah, and it, making some baskets feeds your energy, and then you're playing harder defensively, and it all kind of goes together. So I really like the energy the guys are playing with right now.
Perry over to Bishop.
And their movement on offense has been special too.
Sweezy over to Love. His three-point shot's up. Rattles around, comes off. Malik Malone tries to get a steal. DeSouza gets a rebound for Campbellsville.
I'd love to have seen that one go down for Darius. Struggling from the field a little bit.
Over to Carmichael, been guarded by Malone. Bishop will switch up top. No, Malone's going to fight through it.
Got mixed up on our switches there.
Broughton will try to finish, unable to do so. They will get Kevin Bishop with a hack. It'll be his first, team's fourth. That will send Broughton to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, Bears did a poor job on our communication on the switch on the left side. Did a great job of sticking with the ball and had likes on the other side that we could have easily switched, but somehow failed to communicate that. We've got a good-looking group of young ladies going across the base or sideline right now. The Pikeville Minis are in the house.
Broughton will shoot 67% from the free throw line. Love seeing the community get involved, Coach.
I haven't seen so many ponytails since my little girl was that age.
Broughton shots up and good.
They just keep coming.
They keep coming. He'll make both of them. It's 19-13. Yeah, Pikeville Minis.
Tradition in Pikeville for a lot of years.
7-time national champions on the high school level. Love over to Bishop. Bears up by 6, closing on 10 minutes to go in the first half. Perry gets all the way to the bucket. Darius Love will get the basketball. He'll attack.
I love
that. Tries to finish. Darius Love unable to finish.
Get in there.
Offensive rebound.
I love that decision. He didn't settle for the jump shot, got to the rim. He actually took that one up super strong, just didn't get the roll or the tip on the finish, but good effort by him. No issues there at all.
Harding will keep the basketball. No, that's right to DeSouza. Come back on Sweezy. Turns, finish. Rattles around, comes off. Malik Malone with the rebound. Over for Campbellsville to Malik Malone. Gets all the way to the bucket, tries to finish. Malik's unable to do so. Nice looking move from Malik, though. Nice hustle defensively. Dixon and Brown will check in for the Bears. Next dead ball.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of contact on that play right there. I thought that was a pretty good physical. That's not verticality. I just thought they missed that one.
Brown will check in for Bishop, and then so you have Spencer, Brown, and Dixon will return. And then you have Perry, Malone, and Bishop will check out.
Got a good rotation going right now.
Everybody playing hard right now as well. Swing it over to Brown, back over to Spencer, to Dixon. The Love in the corner, back to Spencer. Dixon up top. Gets to the bucket, trying to finish. Rattles around, comes off. JB tried the offensive rebound, unable to get it to go, though. Key comes away with the defensive rebound for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was a tough angle to try to make a shot out of.
Carmichael's 3, side of the rim. Rebound, Darius Love gets over to Spencer. Back to Sweezy. Back out. He said, hey, I got the point. Run the offense. Brown screen. Got to switch up top. Back over to Corbin Spencer. Got a mismatch on the inside there. Brown versus Broughton. Spencer to the baseline. Brown with a floater. Rattles around. Comes out, though, for the Bears. Still leading this one 19-13.
Great shots. You got no problems with any of those shots. That's right there. You like to see them fall in there, but as long as they sustain their defense, you're not hurt. Those are good offensive possessions.
Dooling will check in for the Bears. Next dead ball. Gets over to Broughton, over to DeSouza. Over to Broughton. Baseline, free throw line jumpers up. And the Bears once again 1 and out for Campbellsville.
Now here's where I'd like to see us go a little bit in transition. You're doing great defensively, and try the old philosophy, lay up or set up real quick. See what you get out of it.
Spencer got the basketball at the top. Pick from Brown over to Darius Love. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Nice move. Christian Sweezy. His shot's up. It's good. Christian Sweezy. Bears leading this one by 9, 22-13.
Great shot, and I actually think he had some contact on his shot as well. That was well defended and tough shot, but it's good to see Sweezy get those threes down.
Playing with confidence right now, Coach. Bears leading this one 22-13. Over to Broughton. Back over to Key. Closing on 10 on the shot clock once again for Campbellsville. Carmichael back over to Sousa, being guarded by Dixon. Closing on 5 on the shot clock now. A long way from the basket. Shots up from Key. 3-point shot. Good. Jarius Key. Bears leading this one by 6.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. That's probably the guy you want taking those kind of shots. And that was a tough shot, but we've done a great job of keeping it at the end of shot clock every play. That's going to wear on them if every time they've got to wait to the horn to make a shot.
Multiple subsets check in for Campbellsville. Next dead ball. Sweezy off of Jacob Brown pick. Key with a little contact. Got a mismatch. Carmichael and Brown. They try to find it. Unable to do so. 5 on the shot clock. Dixon's 3-point shots up. Side of the rim. Offensive rebound. Tried for Darius Love. Knocks it out of bounds. It becomes a little basketball. You'll have Brown, Wallace, and Ryan return for the Tigers. And you have Dooling in return for the Bears, replacing Sweezy.
Yeah, that's the first I felt like kind of iffy shot we've had in our offense. That was a little bit rushed at the end of the shot clock, but we can get better than that.
But the bench, when the bench was in there, Coach, they gave them good minutes for the Bears. Very productive minutes. Over to Wallace in the corner. Bears leading this one 22-16. The opening round of the Mid-South Conference Tournament. Bears and the Tigers. Brown being guarded by Spencer up top. Broughton 3-point shots up. And good, 22-19. That's Broughton's second 3-point maker in the first half.
Yeah, and we've not done a good job of making him put it on the deck. You've got to make him dribble. He is a tremendous shooter, and if you let him be in his comfort zone where it's just step-in jump shots, he's going to make those.
Spencer will be guarded by Brown. Nice crossover
got
dribble.
All.
And one. Corbin Spencer.
I've seen a good shot fake, but I've not seen one that got all 4 guys. That was a really nice shot fake and earned the opportunity to get to the free throw line on the and-1 here.
Horton will replace Love. Count the bucket for Spencer. 24-19. Spencer's got 4 points. He'll go to the line shooting 1 shot. 2 of 2 from the free throw line so far. I got 3 of 3. 25-19.
Let's see if the Bears can keep up the defensive intensity right here. And Dooling's got to do a good job of not getting lost here on Broughton after that shot. They're going to be going right back to him.
Broughton over to Wallace. Looking on the inside to Ryan. 10 on the shot clock. Up and under. Nice move. Ross Ryan. He's at 25-21. Ryan's got 4.
Yeah, Coach Compton has chosen to go one-on-one in block coverage, and I agree with that 1,000%. JB just has to stay on his feet and not give him the edge on that, and I feel like one-on-one we are perfectly fine with that.
Spencer finishes at the bucket. The Bears leading this one 27-21. Spencer's got 7 early.
Good aggressive drive from him, too. We need him to be in that scoring column.
It's over to DeSouza. He's got the basketball up top over to Wallace. Being guarded by Horton. Back over to Broughton. 3-point shots up. Rattles around, comes off.
Totally different look right there. He was not set. He had to move off of the handoff. And good things happen for the defense when you do that. You just can't let people play in their comfort zone.
Kevin Bishop will check in for the Bears' next dead ball. Dillon's got the basketball at the top. Closing on 15 on the shot clock. Double screens up top over to Brown. Nice cut. He's going to try to finish at the bucket. Nope, he's going to pass out to Dooling. I thought he had him right there, but Brown says, give me the right-hand hook.
You get him that right-hand hook, he's pretty comfortable with that. That's speaking of playing in your comfort zone. He got to that left shoulder and that right-hand hook, and good things happen for him.
He's got 8. The Bears up by 8 in the first half. Over to Ryan. Back over to Carmichael, being guarded by Spencer up top. That's
Brown.
Excuse me, that's Brown. Nice job of Horton, gets his hand on the basketball. Broughton to the free throw line. Fadeaway jumper. Tough looking shot there, 29-23.
That was a very, very tough shot, and we'll take that all day long. We'll force a fadeaway 15-footer. That's good defense.
Spencer got the basketball, being guarded by Wallace. Nice crossover over to Brown. They just want to get in for the walk. So with 4:19 to go in the first half, Bears leading this one 29-23. We'll send it back to the station. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. On the floor now, we're honoring Noah Thomas, who qualified for the national tournament coach next week in South Dakota, I believe.
Yeah, very, very proud of him. He's really a hard worker, and you talk about not being afraid to pick up the broom. Like, he picks up the equipment, takes it to the track, takes it to practice, picks it up, puts it back, and great student athlete, well deserving of the recognition. He's very bashful,
yes.
So this is hard for him to get out here, but I didn't give him any options, so this is great for him.
Real quick offensively for the Bears, coach, 29 points, 11 to 22 from the floor, 4 of 8 from deep, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Only turned it over 2 times, and limited Campbellsville to only 1 offensive rebound so far.
Yeah, when you put that kind of pressure on them, you make it late in the shot clock. You give them 1 shot. That's a lot of pressure by the time a 40-minute game goes on. So hopefully we continue to make everything difficult and then rebound it.
Whining back over to Carmichael. Also, we'll give a shout-out to Meg Seidel listening, Coach.
All right. Hey, Meg. Oh, wow. Same travel that we just got called on. I thought they got by with.
Over to Wallace. Her three-point shot's up and good. Jace Wallace.
And it never fails, too. When there's a missed call, it ends up being a basket and wide open there. We shouldn't have quit playing, but that was certainly a travel.
29-26. Sweezy and Malone will check in the Bears' next dead ball. Spencer got the basketball, works off a screen. Back over to Dixon. Dixon will drive, kick to Spencer, back over to Horton from the corner. Shots up, good.
The one more pass, I love that. Just not taking it off the first pass, first dribble. That was the extra pass, open in the corner, defended by Coach Vernon and the defender there in the corner, but ended up getting the basket anyway.
32-26, Bears leading this one. Ross Brown working against Bishop this time. A little bit more girth in there with Bishop.
Absolutely, he should never ever back up.
Whining shot, rattles around, comes off again, 1 and out for the Tigers.
Yeah, Ross Ryan there, you can kind of tell the difference between where he ended up his positioning in the post was on the short corner versus on the block, and he's a lot less effective out there than the other way.
Bishop got the basketball over to Spencer. His three-point shot, rattles around, comes off. Shot it with confidence, though, Coach.
And the inside-out look, no problems. On to the next play. Not a problem at all with that.
DeSouza got the basketball. Back over to Carmichael. There's the basketball behind the dribbles behind his back over the wall. It's being guarded by Doolin. Screen from Ryan. Gets all the way to the bucket. Nice pass to DeSouza. He'll miss the jam, but we got a call. It's going to be on Bishop. He'll shoot 2 shots.
That's a tough break right there. I wasn't in position to make that call to make a decision on that call. I'm not sure that I didn't have the exact same angle that our official did, but nonetheless, they're at the free throw line here. Poor defense by letting them get to the rim there.
So that's Bishop's second, team's 5th. That's going to send DeSouza to the line to shoot 2 shots. DeSouza's first trip. If I can find the free throws, 67% on the season.
Yeah, typically Campbellsville's teams really shoot the free throws really, really well, and we don't want to keep them at the free throw line all night for sure.
First shot's up and good. Again, Sweezy, Malone, and Perry checks in for the Bears.
Enough confidence here, they don't even have anybody in the lane to rebound.
You'll have one more. And he makes both of them 32-28. And now you'll have Broughton who will return to lineup, and he'll replace D'Souza. The Bears up by 4 with 2:33 to go here in the first half. So stay tuned, folks. It's going to be a barn burner most of this ball game.
Yeah, two really evenly matched teams, and it'll come down to who wants it the most.
Postseason basketball. Malone's got the basketball at top for the Bears to Brown. Working against Key. Trying to bottle him up. Brown going to try to finish that right hand. Unable to do so. Jordan Perry up top. Got 5 on the shot clock, though. Get to the bucket. Wallace tried to draw the charge. Horton's last second three's up. And good. Trayvon Horton with the 3.
Yeah, sometimes you make those when you're least expected, and probably got by with the charge right there, but we did hit a tough shot. It all equal out in the end.
35-28, Bears up by 7. Horton got 2 threes here in the first half. Sweezy guarding Carmichael up top over to Wallace, being guarded by Horton. Back over to Key, being guarded by Brown. Puts down a couple of dribbles, turnaround jumper. Good. Jarius Key with a bucket.
Yeah, Key's been very aggressive right there, and he loves to talk to our bench for some reason. I don't know if he's got some friends over there or enemies, but he can't wait to tell the other team what he did out there.
He's sophomore from Bowling Green High School. 35-30, Bears leading this one. Horton got the basketball over to Malik Malone, being guarded by Whining. He gets all the way to the bucket. Nice pass to Jordan Perry. His 3-point shot's up. Comes out of there. Rebound by Carmichael. He's going to push. Closing on the minute to go in the first half. Back over to Broughton. Back over to Wallace. He puts down a couple of dribbles. Nice job, Malone defensively. Gets a hand on the basketball. No, he said nobody touched it. He bears the basketball. Harding will return for Campbellsville. And we'll place Whining for this final minute of the first half.
Yeah, big possession right here to close this first half out, this last minute, to put one on the board here and then also get a stop on the other end. So let's see what the Bears come out here with on this possession.
Perry over to Horton. Horton being guarded by Broughton, back for the Brown. Malone will come get up top. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to try to finish. Malik Malone finishes at the bucket, 37-7.
I love that north to south drive and no hesitation whatsoever, and did a great job of getting in the paint and finishing at the rim.
Bears up by 7. Sweezy will guard Carmichael.
You got a difference on the shot clock and the game clock, so you're going to get it back if you can get you a good stop right here. Been nice to get that one. Got to dig your heels in right here. Nothing easy.
Over to Harding, over to Key. Being guarded by Brown. Under 10 on the shot clock once again. Harding will try to get to the bucket. Does.
Great job. Very nice.
Christian Sweezy steps in and takes the charge.
Awesome job by Christian Sweezy right there getting set. Now you got an opportunity to take the last shot of the half right here and stretch this lead out, hopefully to 9, maybe even 10, or free throw line. Depends on what you get.
So that's the first on Harding, the 4th on the team. Whining will check in for Harding. Sweezy does not care to stick his nose in and take a charge, Coach.
No, he doesn't. And he knows his role in here, and that's to play smart, make the right plays and winning plays, and he's done that, and I'm super proud of the way he took that charge right there.
Perry's got the basketball top, 10 on the game clock. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Back over to Horton. Horton's got a couple of threes already. A third showing's up.
Oh!
Horton gives the Bears a 10-point lead going into halftime.
Yes, that was great. And Trayvon is that kind of player. Once it gets going, he really gets going. And also the other way, it's contagious too. But super proud. That was great. I love to see the juice by the guys coming in at the locker room at halftime too.
Well, I tell you what, let's send it back to the station real quick. We'll come back for some halftime stats and comments. Bears leading this one 40-30 at the break. Watching Bears basketball, the University of Pikeville Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Lineups will return to the floor for the Tigers and the Bears, and we're under the way. Bears leading this one 40-30, largest lead of the game for UPIKE. Brown over to Wallace, being guarded by Horton. Ryan against Brown on the box. Going to go one-on-one once again. Tries to finish with the right hand, up and under. Left hand this time, rattles around, comes out. Jacob Brown with the rebound.
Just a little thing, just making him a little bit more uncomfortable. Like you said, getting a strong hand right hand, forcing him to use his left, and just came up empty on that one. But a good move by Ryan in there in the post, just didn't get it down.
Over to Spencer, being guarded by Brown up top. Closing on 10 on the shot clock. Spencer got the basketball, puts down the dribbles. Now closing in on 7 on the shot clock. Dueling, looking for Brown. Nice entry pass. Finishes with his left hand. Jacob Brown. The Bears lead this one 42-20. Brown's got double figures with 10. Brown's got the basketball, bring down to Wallace. Bears man-to-man once again. A lazy pass picked up on Maurice Dixon. Will work against Wallace. Finds Spencer. Ball's going to be knocked away by I think that is, who's that, Ryan?
Yeah, that was Ryan.
Yeah, he got a nice job.
Yeah.
But, kind of a lazy pass from Campbellsville. They missed the bucket here. Nice entry pass to Jacob Brown, and the Bears got the steal.
Yeah, I would have sure loved to see us convert that in transition, but Maurice didn't try to force anything, made a solid play there, and now we're running our half-court offense.
Brown up and under. They're going to get him called for the walk. Yeah, he maybe drug the pivot, but I think Jacob Brown said, hey, it's standing still, but –
yeah, anytime you kind of double step even your lead foot, they're going to call that 9 times out of 10. And he was off balance, and certainly I didn't watch his feet, but I can live with that call. I benefit of the doubt.
42-20. Brown off the screen. Nice job by Spencer. Over to Whining. D'Souza being guarded by Dixon up top. Ryan one-on-one against Brown. Nice move to the bucket. Unable to get it to go, though. Ball rattles around. Maurice Dixon with the rebound. He's going to push for the Bears. Over to Dooling. Nice job. Nice pass. Way to run and fill the lanes. Bears up by 14.
Great job of transition. We got a little bit lucky on that in that layup.
So what happens here, that the Bears are leading this one 44-30. And let's leave it right here. And right here, they're going to be recognizing Coach Travis Mallow on the floor here. He's the first wrestling coach in University of Pikeville history, as they'll field a team coming this fall. So if you guys are interested in wrestling for the Bears, Travis Mallow, contact him. A great history as far as his collegiate career itself and also his coaching career. Currently, he just completed a graduate assistant role at Waldorf University, and we're looking forward to have him a part of Bear Nation and the Bear family. However, now we've got 18 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Bears leading this one 44-30, and something, Coach, that I was impressed with. First of all, very excited about Coach Mallow here at the University of Pikeville and the wrestling program.
Yeah, our very first wrestling coach ever, and I'm looking forward to helping partner with him to get that built as everybody in our community is as well.
So we'll go back to the basketball. 18-20 to go. Bears about 14, and Coach on this one. Again, the energy is brought over from halftime. Gadulin did a nice job as filling lane there, and Dixon, nice job to dish it off to him for the layup.
Yeah, a lot of times if you'll just get out ahead of the ball in transition, you'll get yourself opportunities because somebody has to stop the ball, and that leaves some openings, and KD was a recipient of a good one there.
D'Souza gets all the way to the bucket. Nice finish by that young man, 44-32. Bears up by 12.
Yeah, really a nice move of getting to the rim. Got a high percentage shot out of a timeout. Great play call there by Coach Vernon.
Spencer up for a Dixon screen over to Jacob Brown to Horton on the wing. Looking for Dixon on the post, unable to get it to him.
Trying to take advantage of the size difference there with Brown.
Dooling's three-point shot's up, and it's good. Bears lead this one 47-32, largest lead of the night.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that no, yes.
Dooling's got 8. That's his second triple of the evening.
Yeah, it's good to see that ball splash through the net. Really good head right there by JB. Uh-oh.
D'Souza tries to get the finish, unable to get it to go. And that's going to be on Dixon with a push. And that's going to send D'Souza to the line to shoot 2 shots. He's 2 of 2 on the evening.
Yeah, when teams are struggling to see the ball go through the basket, you don't want to put them at the free throw line. And D'Souza did a great job of getting to the free throw here and earning an opportunity.
He'll have 2. First one's up and it's good. 47-33. And the Bears coach, they've hit 8 triples on the evening.
Yeah, I hope we can continue that.
Second one's good as well. Makes it a 47-34 ball game. Spencer bring the basketball down for the Bears. Campbellsville will stay in the man-to-man defense. Brown will guard Spencer up top over to Horton. He's guarded by, who that is? Brock? No, he's not. That's Wanningham, excuse me. Over to Dixon. He's guarded by Key.
Yeah, there's legal defense in the post and there's illegal defense, and that was not legal guarding defense.
5 on the shot clock. Spencer behind the back, dribble, shots up. Good, Corbin Spencer. It's a 2-point bucket, 49-34. Spencer got 9.
The high level of difficulty on that shot right there just makes you take a smile. That's about all you can do.
Screen up top. D'Souza is going to try to finish at the bucket. He's unable to do. Jarius Key with offensive rebound. He finishes 49-36. Yeah, Key's got 7.
We've got to do a little better job of keeping D'Souza out of the paint. He's just getting in there and wreaking havoc on our interior defense. He missed that one, but our help ended up causing an opportunity for them to rebound.
Malone will check in for the Bears next dead ball. Spencer's got the basketball. Tries to get over to the bucket. He does. off of Campbellsville player's hand out of the bounds. Bears will keep possession with 16 on the shot clock. Malone will check in for Dixon. He's the first sub of the second half for the Bears.
Yeah, I always liked it. The ball's going to go out of bounds, go to where we like to take it out, and out of bounds underneath right here is a good spot to get the ball at.
Dooling will inbound the basketball for the Bears. Got a couple of cuts. Get over to Horton. 15 on the shot clock over to Spencer. Spencer will back it out, being guarded by Key. Brown will screen. Broughton will switch. Spencer will pump fake. 5 on the shot clock. Gets over to Dooling. He's going to try to get to the bucket. Does. Unable to get to go. Brown will fadeaway jumper. Shot clock violation against the Bears. That'll be the third turnover against the Bears on the evening.
Yeah, poor offensive possession there by the Bears. It started with not getting anything on that out of bounds play and forced us to have to make some tough decisions in the half court. And they've made an adjustment here. They've got Brown running the point guard for them now.
So Brown will be guarded by Spencer. Malone's going to switch over on to Sousa. He's going to get to the bucket the last couple of trips for the Tigers. Get over to Broughton. Over to Sousa, being guarded one-on-one by Malone. Brown will switch out on him. Now to Sousa will try to get to the bucket this time. He does. He'll count the basket. Jacob Brown with the hack.
Yeah, it's embarrassing that our guys keep falling for the same trick 3 possessions in a row. Actually 4, he missed one. The Sousa wants to drive it right-handed. It's an easy switch and cut off, but we've been able to let him get to that right hand, and he's a one-man wrecking crew right now.
Bishop and Perry will check in for the Bears, replacing Dooling and Brown. DeSousa's up to 8 on the evening. He's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. You talked about starting to see the basketball go through the hoop. Started with those free throws, Coach.
Yep, and he's playing very confident right now, and especially at that we put him at that 2-foot range, he should be very confident.
49-39. Bears up by 10. So we're all square here in the second half, but the Bears had that 10-point lead at the halftime. Spencer's got the basketball working against Brown up top. Brown with some sticky defense, 20 on the shot clock. Malone's got the basketball. Key will switch out on him. A little up and under. One more time, a lot of contact, no call. Ball's on the ground. Walls come away with it for the Tigers. Spencer gets back. Broughton will catch the basketball, finish. And they'll cut the lead to 8, 49-41.
They've decided not to call contact fouls on our end for some reason in the last 3 minutes. We're creating the same contact as created on the other end. It needs to be awarded just like any other.
Tigers haven't been whistled for a foul here in the second half. Horton got the basketball over to Malone. 15 on the shot clock. Bishop tries to finish at the bucket. Calls will be on the floor. It's going to be on Wallace. That will be Wallace's first foul, the team's first here in the second half. So Bears will have 20 seconds on the shot clock, getting the Bishop back over to Perry. Malone on the cut, couldn't find him. Perry keeps his dribbles, 10 on the shot clock, tries to finish at the bucket. No call. No, it doesn't go. I think he's going to get Wallace. That is going to Wallace will be his second. So we'll send Perry to the line shooting 2 shots. On the season, Perry is 66% on the season.
Yeah, both teams have kind of gotten to we're going to put our head down, we're going to drive to the basket, we're going to put some pressure on the officials to either call or not to call.
That's on Wallace's team second. Both teams have been whistled for 2 fouls here in the second half. Perry's first free throw rattles around and goes in. It's his first bucket of the night, 50-41.
I like the communication, too. Everybody's pointing to their man, who they're guarding, who's up, who's back.
Second free throw comes off. We're going to say a push. Oh, on Horton, his first, team's third here in the second half. Bears up by 9. Closing on 15 to go here in the second half. Brown will bring the basketball up for the Tigers. Gets over to D'Souza, being guarded by Malone.
Let's see if we can do a little bit better here.
Bishop will swing out on D'Souza. Malone will switch out on Broughton. Closing on 15 on the shot clock. Key will set him a screen up top. Broughton over to Brown. Brown's with the basket over to Key. Back to Brown. He's going to try to finish right hand. Nice play by Campbellsville. Brown's got 2 more, 50-43.
Yeah, not good defense. The same energy we had in the first half, we certainly haven't had these first 5.5 on D.
Brown does his first bucket. The Bears down, winning by 7 points. Christian Sweezy will check him in the Bears' next dead ball. Spencer over to Perry. Perry's put the basketball between his legs. Got 10 on the shot clock. Nice move. Tries to finish right hand. Jordan Perry unable to do so. Bishop had a couple of hands on the basketball. Unable to corral it, though. Key comes away with it. Gives it to Wallace. Bears leading this one by 7. Wallace keeps the basketball. Picks up his dribble, though. Gets over to Brown. D'Souza being guarded Malone this time. Nice move. Tries to finish at the bucket. And
oh, my goodness.
They're going to get Malik Malone. And they got I think they got a technical foul against D'Souza. So let's get everything situated here.
Yeah, that was I didn't see the technical foul. I think both teams have been talking a little bit, but that was not a foul at the rim. That was late, wrong, and all the things you can say about it.
So D'Souza is a good call for the technical. That is going to be his first, team's third. So Spencer will shoot 2 technicals, and then we'll have 2 free throws on the personal. Spencer's first free throw goes down, gives him 10. He joins Jacob Brown in double figures. We have one more. Bears up by 8, up by 9. Now the foul's on Malone. His first, team's. Make sure this is his first. His first, team's 4th. Sweezy checked in for Spencer. Now D'Souza will have 2 shots. And he's 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He's got 9 points. So D'Souza put down a couple of dribbles. First shot's good. 6 of 6 from the free throw line so far.
That's not a good idea to put him at the line. He's going to make these free throws.
Both teams are scoring at a very high clip right now. Both teams over 50% from the field. D'Souza 7 of 7, and the lead is 7.
What's that for him, 10?
He's 10 points.
10. 7 from the line.
He's at 11, I'm sorry.
11.
The 7 from the line. Sweezy over to Horton. Bears up by 7. Sweezy got the basketball being guarded by Wallace. Goes down dribble to Malone. Back over to Bishop. Looking for Perry. Has him. Nice screen from Kevin Bishop. Key will switch out on him. Malone's got the basketball at top. And we're going to get a hold. That's going to be on Brown. That'll be the team's 4th.
Good seal there by Kevin Brown. We couldn't quite get the ball to him, and I guess there's a reason if they called the foul on over the back there.
Brown's 2nd. Then Harding will check in for D'Souza. Darius Love setting check in for the Bears. Next dead ball. Bears will have 20 on the shot clock and inbound from the baseline. Gets over to Bishop. Little swing. Working against Key. Makes a couple moves on the baseline. So back to Horton. Horton had 3 of those in the first half. Way off here in the second half.
Yeah, that was not a good look.
Broughton over to Key. He's got the basketball. Harding back over to Broughton. He's got the basketball. Nice job, Tavon Horton. Spin move at the bucket. Fadeaway jumper. Rattles around, comes out. Battle for the rebound. Malik Malone comes away with it.
Good response by Tavon right there defensively. Did a good job of forcing a really tough shot. Almost went in, but that was great defense and really good offense as well.
Key possession offensive for the Bears. Pearson Sweezy rattles around, comes out. Rebound by Peyton Broughton,
Good look right there. Good rhythm.
Wallace got the basketball being guarded by Perry. No shot. They're going to get home with the bump. And that's going to be Perry's first, team's 5th here in the second half. And Carmichael will check in, replacing Brown. Wanning will check in, replacing Key. Love will check in, replacing Malone.
New matchups here. It's good to see all the Bears bench getting up as people are coming in and out of the game.
20 on the shot clock. Going to shoot 23 on the shot clock. Gets over to Broughton. Back over to Harding. Guard by Darius Love. Over to Wallace. Perry will guard him. Switch. Nice job. Wallace tries to finish at the rim. He does. Jace Wallace has 9, and it's the closest ball game has been in a long time. It's a 5-point lead for the Bears.
Yeah, good move there by Jace Wallace and taking advantage of the post up.
Perry got the basketball top over to Bishop. Swing over to D. Love. He's got the basketball, 15 on the shot clock. Horton to the bucket. Over to pass to Kevin Bishop. Kevin Bishop, that gives him 4 on the evening and Bears up by 7.
Yeah, I really like that decision, too, of getting to the basket. We've been settling for threes a little bit, and that was a good adjustment there by Tavon to getting to the rim and KB getting a finish at the basket. Not that you can't make those, but don't live and die by it.
Horton will get a hand on the basketball, knock it out of bounds. Dooling will check in for Jordan Perry. And now you have 21 on the shot clock for the Tigers as they inbound the basketball from the baseline. Over to Broughton, fadeaway jumper from the rim. D. Love got on the elevator.
Yeah, he's really, really athletic. If he can get loose on a fast break, he is about as electrifying as you'll find.
Bears got 20 on the shot clock, up by 7. Under 12 minutes to play here in the second half. Squeezy over to Bishop, being guarded by Wanning. Over to Dooling. Closing on 10 on the shot clock. Sweezy looking for the post for Bishop, under 10. He making a move. Left hand. Doesn't draw anything. Harding comes away with the rebound for the Tigers.
Yeah, same thing we talked about down here. They got him out of his comfort position in the post and wasn't as effective.
Carmichael with a lazy pass. He got lucky on that one. Closing on 15 on the shot clock. Jacob Brown return for the Bears. Next dead ball. Broughton over to Wallace, being guarded by D. Love. Spin move at the baseline. He only got called Love with the bump. And that should send us to immediate timeout, and it will. So with 11:18 to go here in the second half, the Bears leading this one 54-47. You watch the Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. With 11:18 to go in the second half, Bears leading this one 54-47. Fouls called on D. Love for the break, his first team sixth. And coach, the Bears are shooting 52% from the floor. Campbellsville is shooting 50% from the floor. 54-47. Bears leading this one.
Yeah, the one thing you see on the scoreboard, that's a sixth team foul for UPIKE. Their next one puts them in the bonus.
Wallace shots up, rattles around, comes off. Nice steal by Tavon Horton.
Yeah, he kind of rushed that release on that one. I thought he had an open hook shot there, but just kind of rushed it a little bit.
Dixon and Spencer return for the Bears. Next dead ball over to Dooling. 15 on the shot clock. Trying to find Brown. Turnover. That's Harding with the pick for Campbellsville.
Yeah, that's an unforced turnover there.
Working against D. Love. Gets down to the bucket. Spin move. Left hand. Unable to get to go.
Great
Dooling.
makeup right there by Dooling on the rebound. Very nice.
Bears got numbers. They're going to push. Carmichael will try to catch up. Sweezy stops. Pops. Boom. I was going to go in from here, Coach.
Great job of following your shot. Never assume anything. Great effort right there. Not a bad shot for Christian Sweezy, but he was smart enough to go after that rebound.
10 on the shot clock. Gets over to Sweezy. Being guarded by Carmichael. Uses a couple of screens. Get to the bucket. Tries to finish. Unable to do so. Rebound by Wanning. D'Souza gets ahead of everybody, and it's a 5-point lead, 54-49. Closing on 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, not a bad drive on our end. Just didn't get the basket, and those 9 times out of 10 when you miss a bunny, they get one on the other end.
So offense been a little bit harder for the Bears to come by in the second half. You see the ball go to the bucket a couple times. Brown got the basketball, top 10 on the shot clock. Sweezy going to work off a screen. No, he's going to go D-Love back door. Couldn't find him doing with 4 on the shot clock. Been guarded by Wanning. Shots up. Shot rattles around and goes in. It's a 2-point bucket for Dooling. Give him 10.
Great defense by Campbellsville. Very unfortunate for them, but fortunate for the Bears that rolled in and just happened to be staying on the line.
Carmichael's got the basketball up top. Behind the back dribble. Get to the bucket. Finds Harding. Swings it to D'Souza. Shots up. Doesn't draw anything. Wallace will try to save it.
I have an idea where we'd have D'Souza shooting the ball from. Not at the rim and not at the free throw line, but out at the 3-point line. But good defense recovery right there. You can kind of tell Carmichael right now really just singly looking to pass the ball, and he's got to look to score that layup there in that scenario versus just being unselfish. Great passer, but you also got to make your layups when you get opportunities as a PG.
56-49, Bears up by 7. Closing on 9 minutes to go here in the second half. Spencer over to Dixon. Swinging back to Brown. to Love. Working, looking for Dixon on the inside. Being guarded by the Sousa. Nice move on Reese Dixon. Gets the offensive rebound and finishes at the bucket. 58-49.
A little bit Morgan Stamper there. Throw it up there and get you the second one right there. And we're not doing a good job of getting matched up in transition. Looks like we've settled it in now, but you got to press up on that.
Harding shot rattles around, comes out. Dooling's doing a good job on the backboard tonight for the Bears.
He really has, and that's been a missing element for us. Sometimes the guards don't really understand how important they are in the rebounding game, and they most certainly are.
Rondo.
Oh,
we get to go though. Peyton Broughton with the rebound.
Right move, didn't get the finish.
Pass over to Harding. Back over to Broughton. 3-point shots up. Rattles run comes out. Got lucky on that one, Coach.
Very
Stepped right in that one.
I should turn my head. I didn't want to see the result of that one. That was a straightaway step-in three. He's not going to miss that very often.
Spencer's got the basketball. Love work off a couple screens over to Dixon. Brown up top. Over to Spencer. Dixon on the back door. 10 on the shot clock. Love out of the corner. Shots up. Shots down. There's D. Love. And the Bears reclaim a double-digit lead, 61-49. And Coach Vernon says, give me a timeout.
I think everybody associated with our team kind of took a breath and exhaled when that went in. That was actually a tough three from the corner, but one he could make.
With 7:59 to go in the second half, Bears leading this one 61-49. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless. Welcome back to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium with 7:59 to go in the second half. The Bears leading this one 61-49. A big three-point bucket by D. Love out of the corner, Coach, to get back to that double-digit lead.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, just the last 2 minutes, I think our segments have been really good. Defensively, we forced tough shots, one shot, rebounded, and then got ourselves in our offense. I feel very confident we can get any shot we want to offensively. They've been real patient and started making a few. That's been the difference.
Carmichael's got the basketball top four. Tigers get all the way to the bucket, unable to get to the finish. I think Dixon's going to be called for the hack.
I think if you're the Bears, you got to make him finish that. Don't bail him out by fouling him. The smallest guy on the floor going to the post. Let's try to make him finish that. Don't give him the bailout where he's really good free throw shooter.
Dixon's first, team seventh. He's going to send Carmichael to the line to shoot two shots. First one's good on the season, 71% from the free throw line. His first point of the evening. Leads 11. Carmichael will have one more. Makes it as well. Graduate student from Harlan County High School.
Yeah, he very, very good player, very heady player, transfer from EKU.
Spencer got the basketball up top, gets over to Jacob Brown. Bears up by 10. Over to Dooling's got the basketball. Under 20 on the shot clock. Gets over to Maurice Dixon. Puts down a couple of dribbles. Finds Dooling. They got a post on the inside. Nothing there. Dooling with 10 on the shot clock. Working against Wallace. Spin move at the free throw line. Brown got the basketball. Dooling with 5 on the shot clock. Unable to get to go. Jarius Key gets the rebound for the Tigers.
Yeah, Key's been really active on the glass for the Tigers.
Broughton, tough finish at the rim. And Broughton, that gives him 14 on the evening. The Bears lead back to 8.
Yeah, that was a very aggressive drive to the basket. I'm surprised there wasn't a call on that.
I think Coach Vernon would actually agree with you on that one, too.
Yeah. Carmichael's been really aggressive defensively. Remember me talking about seeing that ball go through the basket once or twice? I thought he was very passive up to that point.
Nice looking play. Nice look from Spencer to Brown. 63-53. Give Brown 12 on the evening.
Yeah, and that takes the athleticism of Key away when you finish opposite of the rim. You can't go through the rim to get it, and that was a great move by JB and a great pass by Dooling.
Over to the Seuss, who's got the basketball. Gets to the bucket. They're going to get Maurice on the hack.
That's just a very, very poor decision on a foul right there. He had him going to his left hand off balance and just put him to the free throw line where he's 100%. That was just not smart defensive play.
Dixon's third, team's eighth. That's going to send DeSouza to the line, and he'll shoot 2 shots. 7-7 on the night, as Coach mentioned to you. Make up, right around come out, and Horton will check in for the Bears as he finished tying his shoes. And he's going to check in for Dooling. Everybody hops up, shake the hand, everybody checks out, Coach.
I like it. That's a lot better, improved attitudes and performance.
Misses both of them.
Well, like I said before, that was a great foul by Maurice Dixon to put him to the free throw line.
Make him earn him. Bears up by 10. Spencer being guarded by Carmichael up top. Dixon screen. They got a switch on there. Carmichael was kind of held Dixon there. No call.
We introduced our wrestling coach earlier. We might have a candidate for the team.
Spencer got the basketball under 10 on the shot clock. He got a switch there. Dixon working against Carmichael. And they're going to call Carmichael on the bump.
He was working hard in there to try to keep Maurice from getting in the paint, and I thought Maurice was pretty controlled. Didn't get too out of control there to draw the foul there. And 2 more, and the Bears will be in the bonus.
Carmichael's first, team's fifth here in the second half, closing on 6 minutes to go. Bears up by 10. Brown over to Horton. Nice cut by D. Love. Got the basketball. I didn't realize how open he was. They battle for the basketball. Broughton will come away with it for Campbellsville. Swing it up to Carmichael. He's going to push for Campbellsville. Look for Wallace. Knows he'll hit the basketball over to Broughton. Broughton will use a Jarius Key screen. A lot of action up top. Got 15 on the shot clock. Key go to the baseline. Tries to finish. He does. Jarius Key's got 9, and it's an 8-point lead, UPIKE.
Yeah, we went from getting a wide open, executed out of bounds play to a turnover to giving baseline up on this, and that was back-to-back 2 just careless, casual plays.
Spencer over to Brown, and Peyton Broughton got an easy pick, and he's going to get a finish with a slam and give Broughton 16, and the lead is 6. And Coach Ty Compton says, give me a timeout.
3 possessions in a row of just careless plays. Didn't guard baseline down here, no resistance whatsoever, unaware of kind of your surroundings. Nobody really talked to JB on the elbow there, and fumbling a wide open layup on this end. Those are not winning plays. So these last 5:23, the Bears are better straighten that out to turn this back into a 10-point game for them.
Let's skip right here during the break, during this timeout. Bears leading this one by 6, 63-57. The Bears continue to shoot the basketball well from the field, 24-47 from the floor, 57%, 9 of 19 from deep, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. They did turn it over 7 times. 5 of those 7 turnovers are coming here in the second half, though. Campbellsville, 57 points, 20 of 41 from the floor, 48%, 4 of 12 from deep. They got to the line 15 times. They've capitalized 13 times. They've turned it over 6 times. We're even on the glass, 21 rebounds apiece. 2 offensive rebounds for Campbellsville, 3 for the Bears. Also, UPIKE has 15 assists on 24 buckets. That's key statistic there, Coach.
Yeah, a lot of good stats, both teams. I'd say Coach Compton and Coach Vernon would be pleased with most of the stats here. I think the difference is the free throws are keeping Campbellsville within reach. And then the last 3 possessions right there, the Bears did not make really good decisions. So last 5 minutes, you got to make winning plays, and hopefully the guys will understand that here.
So our foul trouble is the only person with 3 in the game is Maurice Dixon. So the clock is running. The Bears are 5 minutes and 20 seconds from advancing the Bowling Green. They're up by 6. A lot of basketball left in this ball game. Spencer over to Dixon. Brown up top. Backdoor screen for Dixon. Can't get it to him. Spencer got the basketball with 15 on the shot clock. Tavon Horton got the basketball. Jacob Brown with 10 on the shot clock. Backdoor cut, nothing there to Spencer. 5 on the shot clock. Being guarded by Carmichael. Fadeaway jumper over to Wallace and got another run out. DeSouza's got the basketball. Sweezy tried to get back, unable to stop him. DeSouza's got 15, and the Bears are only by 4 now.
Yeah, fadeaway jumper by your point guard on the baseline will give you an opportunity to get a run out if you don't have a check back guy on the other side.
Spencer got the basketball over to Horton. Gets to the free throw line, back at the Sweezy, back over to Horton. Horton, 3-point shots up. Front of the rim, no good. Maybe a settle shot there, Coach.
Yeah, feet wasn't even set, ready to shoot the ball. Shot it out of panic a little bit.
DeSouza got the basketball to the bucket, tries to finish, till they won't call him from the steps. A good call by the official. And I believe this will get us to an Appalachian media timeout. So with 4:21 to go in the second half, Bears leading this one 63-59. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Welcome back to the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. With 4:21 to go in the second half, Bears leading this one 63-59. Malik Malone will return to lineup for the Bears.
You did make a good point. Campbellsville's went smaller without Ryan in the game to kind of match up with what we're doing here as well, and it's paid off for Coach Vernon.
Over to Horton, 20 on the shot clock. Over to Spencer. Looking to Brown, trying to post key on the inside. Malone being guarded by D'Souza. Sweezy on the screen, 10 on the shot clock. Being guarded by Carmichael. Screen up top. Switch there, a mismatch there. Malone with 5 on the shot clock. He's going to try to create something, and he does. Fadeaway jumper, nope. Ball knocked away. Another turnover by Bears. D'Souza will get all the way to the bucket, lay it in, and it's a 2-point ball game. D'Souza has 17.
And we haven't made him earn a thing. We've given it to him the last 10 points.
Jordan Perry will check in for the Bears next dead ball. Spencer's got the basketball over to Horton. Horton work to the free throw line. Left hand finish. Tavon Horton has 11.
Great decision by Tavon. We didn't settle, and really that aggression we haven't seen for a little while. None of the Bears have really been aggressive. We've been moving, we've been cutting, but we've stayed on the outside of the perimeter for the most part, and that was the first penetrating drive we've had in some time.
Broughton's first, team sixth. Horton will have 77% on the free throw line this season. Makes that the Bears up 66-61. Perry will return for Malone. (66-61).
Big possession right here for the Bears to get a tough shot and a rebound right here.
Carmichael gets all the way to the bucket. They're going to call a hold.
We have literally fouled them if they hadn't made a layup every time. At some point, we've got to quit putting them, and those are all fouls. We've got to quit putting them at the line.
Horton will be called for his second, team's ninth. Carmichael will go to the line shooting 2 shots. He's 2 of 2 on the evening. First shot's up, rattles around, comes out. Bears up 5 with 3:20 to go here in the second half. I have one more. It's up. Rattles in and stays in that time. Carmichael has 3.
A lot of rim, but it did go in there.
Bears up by 4. Got the basketball. Looks like Malone may be ready to check in for the Bears' next dead ball. Perry's got the basketball up top. 120 on the shot clock. Back over to Spencer. No hurry on the offensive end. Spencer gets to the bucket. Nice pass to Jacob Brown. Goes down a couple of dribbles. Unable to do something with it. 10 on the shot clock. Horton's got the basketball. Now he's got a rush. Got 5 on the shot clock. 3-point shots up. Rattles around, comes out. Rebound, Jarius Key for Campbellsville. Bears up by 4.
Yeah, I'd like to see JB kind of get that one back up to the rim. I thought he had an advantage in the post in there.
D'Souza's pass over to Broughton, being guarded by Spencer. Spencer's going to get up in his shirt tail.
No right-hand drive right here.
Perry tried to stop and unable to do so. D'Souza's shot's up, no good. Jarius Key, offensive rebound. His shot won't go. He's going to get Sweezy with a hack on the offensive rebound. Probably too many offensive rebounds on this possession, though, Coach.
Well, we had a couple leak outs, wanted to play offense before we got the rebound, and you remember it's talking about how important guard rebounding is. That would have been right where a guard should have been slid down to help us on that rebound, but
So it's on Sweezy. It'll be his first. Team's 10th. The Sousa will shoot 10 shots. Matter of fact, Campbellsville will shoot 10 the rest of the way. I mean, 2 each rest of the way with a double bonus.
We don't want to give him 10 shots, but
Yeah, don't give him 10 shots.
they are in the double bonus.
Well, that's the Sousa's 10th free throw of the evening. He's 8 of 10. He's got 18 points.
While they've forced tempo and tried to get to the paint, home opening round Mid-South Conference game on your home floor, you should not be double bonus to the opponent when you're in 6 fouls still.
So Bears up by 3. Spencer dribbling up midcourt. Screen from Sweezy, screen from Brown. Being guarded by Jarius Key. Over to Jace Wallace. Back to Carmichael with shots up. Rattles around, comes off. Carmichael gets the offensive rebound. Peyton Broughton sets his feet. Now he'll try to finish. And the Campbellsville is honing in the glass right now. Corbin Spencer with the rebound. And Jace Wallace is going to be called for the foul. Else Spencer to line shoot 1 in the bonus.
I have no idea what Corbin was doing on that drive on the baseline. That's your point guard, experienced point guard, has to be able to deliver that better than he did, and he did make it up by coming down and getting a rebound, but we got to do possessions a little bit better than that last one.
Malone will check in for Perry. Spencer is 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He'll shoot 1 in the bonus. Wallace is 3rd, team's 7th.
Coach is looking for that 5 that can get him a stop and a score, and trying to go offense for defense here a little bit. Good step up there.
Spencer's got 12. And then Dooling will check in. He'll check in for Sweezy. That's the offensive-defensive substitution.
I like the strategy here. Now we got a gang rebound on this other end and keep the ball in front of us.
Bears up by 4, up to 5. Spencer's got 13, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. Yeah, so we'll keep it right here. So, Coach, with 1:57 seconds to go, 67-63. Do you change anything defensively, or do you just challenge your guys to get them to the bucket?
Well, it changes their attitude a little bit in what we're trying to get accomplished down here defensively. So you can't get in a position where you're hoping to win and hope they miss shots. That's not going to win this game. So you've got to still be aggressive, and a lot of times the more aggressive you are, the less you'll foul. Sometimes when you're tentative and on your heels, that's when you give the fouls an easy basket. So stopping the drives before they get downhill, getting out, denying the basketball, and then when it's shot, attacking the rim, all 5 guys. You don't have to worry about playing offense until you get this rebound, and that's got to be all 5 guys understanding right there.
Well, so the Bears are 1:57 seconds from advancing in the Mid-South Conference tournament. Opening round action of the Mid-South Conference here at the University of Pikeville Gymnasium. And the Bears and the Tigers, a tight one. And we're under 2 minutes. The Bears will win this by 5. Spencer will guard Carmichael up top. Key will set him a screen. Nice job switching Wallace back over to Broughton, being guarded by Horton. The Sousa will be guarded by Malone. Malone will cut off his drive. Nice job. Key out of the corner. Rattles run comes off. Horton with a rebound.
I'd say that's not the shot Coach Vernon was looking for on that possession right there. You can tell he, on his face, he didn't love that 3.
I think Malone did a good job of cutting off the Sousa, getting the basket, correct?
He did, and he put him in his left hand. Two key things. Always want to make a player play in his least comfortable hand as much as you can.
Malone's at the basketball, trying to finish with right hand. Unable to do so. Tavon Horton with the tip. Bears up by 7.
Great play by Tavon Horton. Did like the aggressiveness that we played with Malik, but, oh, wow.
It's all the way to the bucket. D'Souza's got 20. And Bears up by 5. 30-second timeout from Coach Vernon in Campbellsville.
Yeah, you'd like to see that. He had a perfect example, Malik did, of how to guard that drive. They did it to him. But down here instead, he kind of lost his footing, fell down, and then gave him the basket. If you just stay in front of your guy, challenge up high, don't force any contact, that's how you solve that problem, which he didn't do. He actually lost his footing there and got him to the rim.
So, Coach, with let's say you're coaching a team that is down by 5. Do you go ahead and do you get in a foul situation now, or you try to guard? What do you try to do here, Coach?
Well, you're in the bonus now, so anything you foul now is going to give them free shots. So I do extend my pressure up here a little bit. It's a minimum of at least a 2-possession game, and you can see they're going to come up here and try to guard you in the full court, create some turnovers. I think you've got one more trip before you have to start fouling if you get a stop.
So Dooling will inbound the basketball for the Bears. He can over to Horton, back over to Dooling. They try to trap, and Dooling wants the basketball. Gets over to Horton. Nice job breaking the pressure.
And now is where you probably got a foul, or you're committed to playing the whole possession. They tried to get him a steal early in the front court, which is smart. once the ball gets over here on this side. If it gets under 10, you're kind of committed to that possession. But Key, you committed that foul early enough to where it saved some clock for them.
Key's second, team's eighth. It's going to send Dooling to the line, shooting 1 in the bonus, 82% on the season. You can tell he wanted the basketball the whole possession.
And the Bears took everybody out of the paint to make sure they matched up back here on defense.
Right run comes out. The Bears up by 5, under a minute to play. DeSouza's got the basketball. Horton will pick on, and Broughton rises up. 3-point shot. Rouse run comes up. Jacob Brown, big rebound for the Bears. Horton's got the basketball, and DeSouza will foul him. That'll be his first, team's 9th.
Yeah, that was a great contest without fouling right there. What made it extremely difficult. You did everything he could have done outside of just fouling the guy, and rattled out. Peyton almost hit that one. So now Tavon, and this is one of my pet peeves. I don't like leaving my shooter alone. I like to at least put one person in the paint with them there, just so they have a teammate with them. But it also just make sure you're back on defense. But we've also missed back-to-back one-on-one at the rim.
To DeSouza, he'll get to the bucket. Malone, nice contest at the bucket, and they're going to call him with the body.
He did everything perfect until right at the end. They had him forced away from the basket, did everything he needed to do till right at the end.
Malone second, and they'll send DeSouza to the line shooting 2 shots. His 12th and 13th free throws of the night. He's 8 of 11 so far.
I think we showed where we wanted him. I was out there on that three-point line. Definitely not at the free throw line and not in the paint. And he's done a great job of forcing tempo and getting himself to the rim.
Makes it 70-66. DeSouza's up to 21.
I think that's a career game for him. I don't know what he's averaging right now, but that is a tremendous performance by him tonight.
DeSouza having 12 points per ball game. Sweezy will check in for Malone. 70-66. DeSouza will have one more. And he makes it as well. And you'll have Brown check in for Broughton.
9 for 12. I guess that's 10 for 13 from the free throw line. That's a lot of free throws.
So Bears up by 3 with 36 seconds to go. Sweezy will check in. Inbound to the Dooling. Got the basketball. He wants to keep it. Swings back over to Sweezy. Swings it back to Spencer. Nice job. Over to Spencer. Unable to foul him. Nice dribbles by Corbin Spencer.
Keep it. Good job. Corbin wanted his fingerprints on that basketball, and outside of him and maybe Sweezy, those would be the two I'd want to shoot that free throw. But I would like to see somebody stand in that lane with him and be his partner down there, not leave him all alone.
Spencer's got 13, 7 to 7 on the free throw line. This is a double bonus now. Brown's third.
Takes a little pressure off of you when you get to that double bonus.
He's 8. Malone will check back in for Sweezy. Bears leading this one by 4, 71-67.
So you got substitutions here. It's important to match up, and I wouldn't mind to see whoever's guarding DeSouza to go find him right now and almost take yourself out of the defense and take him away.
So it'll be a full timeout from Coach Compton. Look like it's going to be Tavon Horton.
Have an eerie suspicion that that's going to be the conversations they have right now.
So Bears up by 5. We'll keep it right here. So with 26 seconds to go, the Bears leading this one by 5. And for the 4th consecutive games, the Bears have scored over 70 points. So really, again, I think Coach seeing the ball go through the bucket early in the ball game, abiding into the role, sharing the basketball. I'm not sure what our assist totals are. Got 15 assists, 26 buckets. That's pretty good. I mean, what is an ideal assist to field goal percentage? Are they
Well, we talk about the assist to turnover ratio. You want to try to get that. You know, it's marvelous at 3-1, but if you can get that to 2-1. You're doing a lot of good stuff. So, like, the more baskets you score off of assists means the more team play you have. Now, we've had teams where we did a lot of stuff off the dribble, a lot of ball screen offense, and there was little assists to go around. A lot of that was scoring, very similar to what DeSouza's doing to us right now. But when we have good passing, good ball movement, good player movement, your assist level go up for your shot attempts.
Well, the difference here, Campbellsville got 7 assists on 23 buckets tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of that's predicated on a lot of ball screen action. They've really tried to expose getting to the free throw line, and they've gotten to the free throw line a considerable amount more than the Bears have tonight with 21 free throws. That's a lot of free throws for a road team to come to the UPIKE gym. I tell you that.
13 come from one player tonight.
Yeah, and 13 from one.
So here looks like Horton's going to guard DeSouza. Broughton will be the other person. Definitely will make sure to find out where he is. Dooling will have the assignment on Broughton. Carmichael over to Wallace. To Malone, to the bucket. Nice job, Malik Malone. Nice defensive contest. Ball rattles around, comes out, the ball's on the ground. Timeout, Campbellsville.
Coach was wanting a foul right there, but that's certainly not a late game foul.
You know something, Coach, I've noticed a difference too. Malik Malone here defensively tonight, he's forced D'Souza to the left there, and I thought that was a nice contest on that bucket there too, Coach.
Yeah, his length has caused some problems. So, like, just being in front of there and being 6'7" and getting your hands up really causes a little bit more trouble than shooting over a 6 foot with some reach there. So, force him away from the basket, contested. No problem with that defense. The only thing I'm just sick over is, like, that's got to be a rebound. Like, you seek that out, you go get it. Didn't think we did a great job of boxing out, which is evident. That's why they got it. So, heads-up play to get a timeout and get the ball out of bounds underneath the basket.
Individuals with the Bears tonight, led by Corbin Spencer right now, 15 points. Horton's got 14, Brown's got 12, Dooling's got 10. Malone and Dixon both have 5. D'Souza leads the Tigers with 22, and Broughton has 16. He has 2 triples. So we've got 16 seconds to go here, Coach, and then you'll have Campbellsville will have the basketball on the baseline. Of course, we only got 16 seconds left, so shot clock is not in play. Bears up by 5.
Yeah, by the way, the coaching staff's really talking to Peyton Broughton. I think this is probably going to him. They're trying to get him in the right position to get a shot. Yes, sir.
I'm in the corner.
And he walked and stepped out of bounds.
Broughton gets all the way to the bucket, finish it. Give him 18. Bears up by 3, 72-69.
That's disappointing. He stepped a whole foot on the side on the out of bounds line right there.
Well, definitely, one person is going to. This is going to go to number 3. Coach Fernald was looking for a 3 out of the corner, but the Bears will be able to run the baseline, though, even at the timeout, right? You can still run the baseline?
You can, off of 8.
Off of 8. So 72-69. Let's look off also our timeout situation.
3 for the Bears and 2 for the. Nope, that's not right.
Yeah, I don't know where our timeouts are on our.
What's that say?
That's team fouls there. I'm not for sure on our scoreboard where we have.
My lack of vision is not helping us right now either, Garrett.
Well, I tell you what here. Let's just get the basketball inbounded. And
let's assume we have one at least, right?
Yes. Sweezy was triggered inbounds. Tried to find somebody. Timeout from Coach Compton. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
Now you're on the spot. Now you can't move.
So let's again. But anyway, here we got 12.4 seconds to go. But now the official just told Coach Christ he gave a motion like he could run the baseline.
Yeah, maybe you can off a timeout since the ball didn't advance in. Yes, and right now if you'll notice too, a very key piece, the jump ball goes to the Bears. So if you get tied up right now, that doesn't hurt you. You get the ball back in that area. So if you don't have a timeout, that's one way to retain possession. It is baseline. Coach or Kyle here tells the out-of-bounds guy you do have to run the baseline.
So you run a couple of screens here, Coach. You try to get somebody open. So Squeezy will inbound to Dueling, and then you'll have Brown with the hole. That's going to send Dueling to the line, shooting 2 shots. That's Brown's 3rd. Dueling on the night, 0 for 1 from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's awful deep to catch that ball out of bounds. If he fumbles it at all, you got a chance to have a turnover right there. But KD secured that one and giving himself a chance to go to the free throw line and make some free throws here.
Looks like we'll have Malone check in for Sweezy after this free throw. Dooling's first free throw's up.
Missed it.
Short. So Malone will check in for Sweezy. 3-point. This is a key one. 72-69. Both teams in the double bonus. Key will check out.
Yeah, this is a big one right here.
Dueling shots up. Good. The big one, Kenyon Dueling's up to 11.
Trying to get a timeout here. So we obviously at least had 2 timeouts left for sure from that point. I'm not sure what we've got remaining.
So Bears up by 4 here, Coach, with 11 seconds to go. Definitely got to hit the defense here and not fouling, right?
Yeah, and you want to try to zigzag, however you want to call it, cat and mouse them down the floor to burn up as much time as you can. And you hate to commit your defense too far up the floor, but you cannot let them roll it up the floor. You want to shrink this game as best you can. So put your defender on there, give some space. We call it 55 soft. So you're soft on there, but you're full court pressure. So you give them maybe 3 feet versus being right up on their shirt to cat and mouse that. But at all costs, you have to stay in front of your player and not provide help. Provide help 2-guard 1. That means somebody's open. And, you know, Campbellsville right now has the decision if they want to go for a quick 2, they want to try to get a 3, or they want to try to get the rim and get an and 1. So the Bears will have to adjust their defense accordingly what they want to try to force here.
So 11 and a half seconds to go. Bears it by 4. Campbellsville will have to bring it the length of the floor. And Broughton's already sitting in the corner, and Brown's already sitting up in the corner. And just the 55 soft there, Coach, you're talking about?
No, I'd like to see him not be able to roll the ball right here, but yeah, there he is. Now it is. And he had to throw it sideways, so he did in advance.
Over to Carmichael to Wallace. Wallace will try to get to the bucket. Malone with a challenge at the bucket. And he gets called for the body. And that's going to send Wallace to the line shooting 2 shots. It'll be his first trip. That'll be Malone's third. Wallace will go to the line shooting 2 shots. On the season, 80%.
It's almost automatic. They're going to call a foul down here on this end regardless.
So Wallace will miss it. Sweezy will check in for Malone. And Perry's moving up on the bench there too. Let's see if they're going to check him in. So
now instead of cheering the crowd on right now, we need to concentrate on our jobs right here and get a rebound.
Wallace will have one more, and that Rattler comes off. Dooling will get the rebound, and Wallace will get the foul. And we make one here, Coach. I'd feel much better about this situation.
We were very fortunate that those 2 free throws didn't go in there. That was.
Dooling will go to the line. That's on Wallace, his 4th. Of course, Dooling will have 2. He's 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
Christian Sweezy snuck up there to be in that lane. Let's see if that helped any.
That's the first one.
It might be my mental, but I always like to have a teammate up there with me.
Dooling's up to 12 on the evening. We have one more. Bears it by 5. Up by 6. And the Bears will advance in the Mid-South Conference tournament.
No fouls, let it go.
Carmichael's bucket will count. However, the Bears win this one 75-71 and will advance to the Mid-South Conference tournament. Let me get you listen back real quick for the station. I'll get you some end of the game stats and comments. You're watching Bears basketball on the UPIKE Sports Network, presented by Appalachian Wireless.